Good evening, Randomizer fans, and welcome to Final Fantasy Randomizer Winter Tournament Chaos's Winter Carnival. My name is Lord Fizzlebeef. Joining me in the booth today is Hate. How's it going, Hate?
Hey, it's going all right. I've got a big old amount of chatting to do today. Just finished up one match. I got another match after this. It's going to be a lot of my voice.
This afternoon. Oh, yeah. Yep.
Yeah, it's the time of the year.
Right. We got SunflashRune versus Sin Pyro today in this pod race, and we had no optional flags on this setup. We got Force Fighter, Force Black Mage. How do you like the parties?
Where are the thieves?
On the bench where they belong.
Nah.
We've got.
Like running much.
Let's talk Blursings real quick. Our Forced Fighter, it's got plus 10 Vitality. Fighters get less of a benefit from Vitality than some of the other classes, but you're always happy to see a plus in front of it. Plus 15 Agility, sure. Their penalty is no bracelets. Of all the penalties a fighter could get, no bracelets is pretty high up there, is one I like seeing.
Yeah. Oh no, I can't wear any Cheerios on my heavily armored fighter. Oh yeah. No.
Forced Black Mage, it's got plus 5 luck, so basically it's got the run speed of a thief. It also has a free fast. The penalty is minus 10 MDef. Black Mage MDef growth is perfectly whatever, so we're going from whatever to whatever with that minus 10. Meh.
Yeah. It's like many things with the Black Mage defensively. If you have to worry about it, something's gone wrong.
And our chosen classes today of Red Mage and White Mage. So our Red Mage has got plus 40 Vitality. That's going to be a huge Red Mage. Might even eclipse the fighter. We got plus 25 Agility at the cost of the dreaded minus 1 hit percent per level. Which, if that's going to land anywhere, please land on a caster. They never swing melee. We're fine.
Yeah, Red Mage occasionally can act as a backup melee. Tonight, nah. And honestly, once again, if you're having to rely on a mage for backup melee, something has gone horribly wrong.
Mm-hmm. And the White Mage starts with the free Cure 3, starts with plus 10 luck at the cost of minus 10 Agility. Wish it was a Black Mage.
All right, and we're off. Let's see how this magic looks. Level 1 Fade, level 1 Life, both Red Mage learnable. All right, well...
Still wish it was a Black Mage.
Yeah, all I'm thinking is, man, reroll. Quad X and Lock 2 at level 1 as well. Yeah, alright, this game looks like it's going to have a much easier start than a lot of others I've seen.
So, with that level 1 Fade, Red Learnable Fade, to be specific, we at least have 2 AoEs out of the gate, so it's fine.
Yeah, no, this is entirely fine. You know, Black Mage without any sweepers, well, it's fine. It's got plenty of others it'll learn. Probably got something good at level 2. If not, well, then we figure out where it can do.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, Fallout spells, you just give it the Zeus Gauntlet, go here, have this, wave this around.
Mm-hmm. There's Sin Pyro going through a little bit, trying to figure out where we're going to stick the Zeus Gauntlet. I saw a short sword plus 4 purchase, so I kind of like the idea of just handing the sword to the fighter and handing the Zeus Gauntlet to the Black Mage until we get some kind of AoE. Then we can shuffle it up to the fighter.
Yeah, no, you let the fighter cast Stab for the first little bit. I mean, yeah, it's a short sword, but it's still plus 4.
Sin Pyro skipping the TOF boxes, going straight for Garland.
And a Quad X immediately. Quad X, or Garland deserves it.
Best spell in the game.
There's that short sword plus 4 again.
So we got a slab and a ship, and all Sin Pyro lost out on by not opening the boxes was around $5,000 and yet another sword that he already purchased.
Yep. And honestly, a ship that's 2,000 years old, they had to have replaced certain bits of it. Is it really the same ship that's been passed down for 2,000 years? Or, when you replace it, does it become a different ship?
That's the question I ask myself every time I replace parts in my tower. Over at level 2 White Magic, we got Wall. I guess we have Care 2.
It's better than nothing. Well, there's Fast.
Alright. This might be the point where I would be sad if I had 2 Black Mages.
Yeah. Right. Wonder if SunflashRune is going to go up and check Matoya, or if he's just going to run right on over and end some pirates. You know what pirates are weak to? Everything. All right, and Bicky gives us a canal. So, hey, you want to go to the outside? Go to the outside.
Question in chat, is it still seaworthy is the question. All ships are seaworthy, it's just that some of them end up as submarines.
Yes. Just also noticing that we forgot to get the timer started. I'm gonna see about taking care of that. All right, there we are. Well, that's not quite right. Noticing
sure
timers are set to 15 minutes. Like, wait a minute.
Time is a social construct as we move forward, and Sin Pyro decides to hit up Elflin before we take off outside the inner sea. I wonder if there will be a marsh dive that goes along with it. We're gonna check level 3 magic first. Hey, Ice 3, something for the Black Mage to do. And a temper.
There we go. Now we got the timers right there. Too many people's trying to adjust it, and yeah, eventually I just stepped out of it and let whoever was take care of it.
Level 3 white magic looked like Garbo.
Yeah, not surprised. You've already got Fade. That's the big thing. All right, exit. Okay, good.
Exit and promo locked Cure 3 out of white. Over in black magic, we got Fire 2. Oof.
Yeah, Fire 2 and Bane.
So level 1 through 4 on our Black Mage. For offensive firepower, we've got Ice 3 and Fire 2. It's not a good day for Black Magic.
Yeah, not so much. All right, level 1 Fade carrying the day. Or carrying the early part of the day, at least. Looks like Sunflash heading on over to Marsh Cave. Going to see what's in that hell dungeon.
So, I don't hate this play with ship and canal already accounted for. There's probably going to be something we want in Marsh and Ice, and of the two, I'd rather dip Marsh and Fade Ice than fade both of them and then have to worry about something.
Yeah, I can definitely agree with that, especially given the lack of offensive black magic and the lack of, teleportation magic. Hey, floater for sale, 20k. Good find for Pyro.
And this is why I'm going to go 0-3 in pods. Calls like that.
All right, and the old men have the Ruby.
Beans. Today, the part of the Ruby is played by Beans.
Titan love beans.
Meanwhile, Sunflash in Marsh scums with damage poison.
Ooh, that's not pleasant to see at all.
Yeah, I think if I see one more thing in here with a script, I'm just gonna bail.
Yep. All right, well, Opal Bonk +5. Would be great armor for that thief if there were one, but yeah.
And it looks like Sin Pyro going into Volcano, probably gonna hope that the armory comes up with the material to purchase that 20k floater.
I don't hate the play. Also gives you a chance to check a couple of spike tiles.
I saw that we were down at around 800 gold. If it's farming up 20k, I like the armory play. Yeah. If we're only 2 grand short, I like taking encounters out of Crescent instead.
Yeah, there can be some decent encounters for cash outside of Crescent Lake, but I haven't been paying attention to how the encounter table is, honestly, so...
I've not been able to keep track of it.
Oh, Arachnids have cremate as well. Yeah, no, Marsh, screw this place.
Yeah, bail. Top tip, do not.
Yeah.
So, Sin Pyro, working on for the armory floor of Volcano, trips into the fire tile, gets the undead plus birds pack, but doesn't seem to do well with turn order or running away.
Alright, gets away eventually, but my goods, the turn order was just not pleasant for him.
Who did this? I did this.
Yes, I am not to blame for this one. Right, another Opal Bonk. It's, you know, at least some solid cash. And some Frost Wolves. Pro Cape, Heal Stick. Once again, those are also both cash.
Yeah, between the Opal Gauntlet and the Pro Cape and the Heal Stick, we should be able to vendor our way up to 20k, or at least close to it.
Yeah. TNT out of Marsh. And a Katana. Alright, Cash Tana. There's your 20k.
There's our vendor sword.
Do you not have any exit charges left, Pyro? Come on.
Gonna go with no. With exit being level 4 and with Synpyro's party being level 5, I'm gonna assume that we don't have any charges.
For some reason, I was thinking exit was level 2. I am not a smart man today.
It's Seed Bleed, but for comms, and Sunflash gets pushed out of Marsh again, but he says, no, I want this TNT. I will be rewarded for this TNT. This dynamite will be the key to blowing the seed open. Let's go.
Or the key to blowing my hands off. One or the other. We'll see.
Yeah.
And Pyro heading for Ice Cave.
Fascinating.
Because he really doesn't like himself.
If all you are locked onto is straight monetary value, it's true. When we opened stuff in Armory, we got like nothing in terms of cash. But we did get a lot of cash equivalents that sometimes newer players just kind of glance over. Like you know the heal stick. You know the heal stick heals everyone, but in the randomizer, heal 1 is not that great, so you want to just heave it in a wood chipper.
Mm-hmm.
Kind of similar with the katana, an endgame weapon. It's great. Or you could heave it in the wood chipper, and now you're like halfway or all the way to your floater.
There's a reason I call it Cash Tana. Especially since it rolled down 2. I'm like, no, I'm not going to use that then.
Alright, so Sunflash back in Elfland, picking up some Ice 3, some Temper, Synpyro, paddled to Ice Cave.
Using that initial pack of 20 heals, I don't think they picked up any others, so this is going to be real risky. Hey, Agama.
Find the Agama tile, but this is a risky place to try and pull off some kind of grind, solo or otherwise.
Yeah.
2 fades, so over 280 health on that Agama. The Quad X doesn't give us a lot of information because of the scaling we're at.
Yeah, we know it's below 580.
Yeah, somewhere between 280 and 580. So Fade goes out, and we're going to try melee strats. The Agama deletes our Black Mage, but we've got Life Casters. And we decide
no, we don't. Oh wait, no. No, we don't have Life Casters.
We do have Life Casters. We just can't cast Life right now because. Yep.
No, we have Life Caster. Didn't pick up Life on that Red Mage.
So we got heal and a Light Axe. Okay.
Well, that's something for the White Mage to do.
Comment in chat, I went this whole time thinking power words worked on max HP and not current HP. Yes, that is something I should clear up. Power words work off of current health, not maximum, current. So if it's got 800 health and you hit it in the face for 500, that Quad X is going to work.
Alright, it looks like we got Lightning 3 at level 7, and I think we saw Harm 4 at level 6, or Lightning 3 at level 6, yes. Alright, there's Sunflash picking up his Ruby after he realized, you know what, Marsh sucks, I'm out of here. Oh hey, I can buy a floater here. If I had the money.
Interesting tenting outside, looking to save money.
Looks like we may be having some issues with Pyro's stream right now. So we don't get to see what's in the Marsh 6-pack right now.
So we arrive at Volcano for our armory dive. Sunflash looking to be burning off encounters outside before going in. I did not see if that was a hard reset or a soft reset before going in. I assume it was a hard reset, which means we've got a decent run on the second encounter of the encounter table.
Yeah, enough to get most of the way into the armory.
So Sunflash is going to take the Vampire Pack. Currently working on getting Synpyro's feed back. Hopefully it will be back shortly.
Oh, and it looks like his stream may have crashed, which is not good. It'll be about 10 minutes before he's back up because the runners are on a 10-minute delay. Alright, got that Cash Tana as well. And the heal stick, which actually giving the heal stick to somebody because desperation? I don't know, man. Here, have a very, very zoomed in view of something.
Well, that's Ice Cave, and that's where Synpyro is.
Yeah. Very large giant.
Very big giant. One might even call it large.
Yes. Lord George. If only it were a Groger.
Right.
Hey, a white shirt. That's nice to find.
So, with Synpyro back on the top floor, I can only assume that we are on our way back to pick up the ice incentive, so we're still going to learn what it is.
Yes. Or they've already, got the ice incentive and are just grabbing these right now, but I'm expecting probably not. Yeah, okay, I was wrong. Hey, that's another decent tile to find. Oh.
Oh.
Required ice.
Mm-hmm.
Not pleasing, just required.
Yeah. Well, this is good news for Synpyro, because that means that all this effort is a thing that we will have to do eventually.
And looks like they reset. I am not sure why.
Got paved over by Frost out of those giants.
Ah. Thank you for paying attention, because I sure as heck didn't. Giants with frost. Wait, those aren't frost giants.
I mean,
well,
they are now.
I guess they are, yeah. Whereas it looks like SunflashRune took some of the Mummy Bird pack, got some XP, got some cash, and it's like, I'm out of here. Screw this place.
So Sunflash leaving Volcano, I assume turning south, whereas Synpyro says, no, I am getting the loot. I am not leaving this place without the loot. You can't make me.
Can't make me. I am gonna get my item out of here so I never have to come back to this hell of again. Also explains why they only grabbed that one chest, didn't bother checking the lower chest, because, yeah, I guess they knew what was going on there. All right, Sunflash.
First in the air at 1740.
Let's go see what the old man in the cave has for us. Giants. Old man in cave gives you a bottle.
All right.
Bottle full of green fairy. That's a mite disconcerting. Alright, looks like Pyro got their loot. Almost out. And...
Get there. Get there.
Freedom!
And outside, we got 3/10 in the cabin to get back to Crescent. Let's go.
This is fine.
So meanwhile, our Ruby turn in. What does that get us? A chime.
Alright, well that's half of the way to getting you access to Sky. I mean, at least it's a bonus XP and all that. Going back to check level 4 magic, I'm thinking.
Now that we can afford it, probably.
Yeah. Now that you're running more than, triple-digit gold balance.
Mm-hmm.
Alright, Pyro, going to the party member store, bring that white mage back up. Sunflash was picking up exit and probably nooping out of here.
No, we want that TNT.
Alright, that's fine.
This is TNT.
He's got exit now. This is
Some
fine.
would even call it dynamite.
Is it out of sight? Alright, Pyro soon gonna be in the air. Probably gonna make the Sarda Ruby or Titan play as well. Because honestly, it's the play that makes the most sense.
The Thunder Arachnids are continuing to have some fun at the expense of poor SunflashRune.
Thunder Arachnids continuing to exist. Did you take over Danny's Spider Doom?
I mean, she might have been in the room for a bit while I was waiting for runners to join.
Okay, so there was some Danny Doom residue.
Yeah.
So, residue? I don't know. Munch, beans. I hope those were cooked.
Beans.
I personally love when the Titan gets a big thing of paste or crayons.
So Sin Pyro gets the chime. Sunflash, we're gonna get this. We're gonna get this TNT. We're gonna turn it in.
I'm gonna get out of here.
What do you think the TNT is gonna turn into?
Vorpal -3.
Yeah, all right.
I mean, that would just...
I'm gonna call it tail.
That would just fit for this seed.
I mean, it would. I want to believe this persistence will be kind of, sort of, but not really rewarded, so I'm going to go for tail.
Well, that's a tile to find. If you can get through it. Yeah, a few fades, takes it down. A little bit of XP.
Alright, Sin Pyro first for our Bahamut check.
He's out! He's out!
He did it! Turn it in! Turn it! Do it! Quick! Before something wipes us.
Kyleo calling for lazy dwarves. And Wizard's F +5, that's a carry thing.
Alright, Bahamut's got herb.
That's fine. Yeah, Sun Sword.
A stock Sun Sword. We can maybe make that work. Uh-oh.
Crown.
Classic Gamer in chat, our current resident Nostradamus. Let's see if they can go 2 for 2. Ooh,
Cube.
so close.
Almost.
So,
that does
we
at
got
least...
a cube.
Yeah. That does give Sunflash the, excuse me, the key items for his dungeons. Still got to get that key though, and does not know where the loot is. Yeah.
Yeah. Meanwhile, what do we get for the herb? We've confirmed that the prince is unconscious. It's important to confirm he's unconscious before administering medication, and we got the key.
All right. And Sunflash getting the slab translated. Pyro gonna go roll the Elven Armory or the Elven Closet. Check and see if they've got anything of note. Hey, another Zeus bonk. That's more money. Alright, level 5, life 2. It's okay to see it there. It's not great, but, you know.
Yeah, I wish it was in one of the red learnable spots, but oh well.
Yeah, it's fine. Honestly, at this point, the white mage is doing more damage than the black mage.
Yeah. Still on the hunt for a tile to grind on. We don't really find much in the Hall of Giants in Earth.
Yeah, I mean, we know where the Agama is, though it's not on a good tile. I mean, the blue D is not a bad tile, it's just a little thick. And, you know, the arachnids and the oozes.
Meanwhile, we've got we had Sin Pyro do the herb turn in. Herb turn in led to the key, and the key lock gave us the Oxyale. So he's now technically in go mode, but also now present in Marsh, looking for
Probably looking for the tail.
Probably looking for the key to a dungeon that's not C.
I can understand that. Sea Shrine, it does provide, you know, at least an okay walking grind, but still Sea Shrine. And it looks like Sunflash is just taking these frosty tiles. It's an earth. And get some money, some XP. It's an alright grind. Not the greatest. Not the worst.
Although I'm not entirely sure that that is a safe path to take that tile. I think we're still advancing the encounter table.
That one is not safe. The safe one is in the bottom area.
Question in chat. Wait, what are those level 8 spells and charges on the mages? I am glad you asked. We recently updated Blursings. So in the past, when the class bonus would roll for a free spell, it would roll at the level that it was supposed to be at, but you wouldn't start with any charges for it. Like, it would tell you, you know, free level 3 fast, and you'd have it, but that would be it. The Blursing was recently changed, so now whatever spell you get for free, it sticks a copy of it, not the source of it, but a copy of it at level 8, and it gives you 2 free charges for it. So now it really is a free spell. You'll just only have 2 charges of it until basically Topher time, if that. And you can learn the other copy of this. So take our White Mage, for example. Our White Mage has free Cure 3. Cure 3 is also available at level 4. So that White Mage could learn the level 4 Cure 3 and the level 8 Cure 3 and cast both of them, but it starts with that level 8 Cure 3 out of the gate.
Yeah. It's kind of convenient for single spells on Red Mages. It's great because Red Mages never learn level 8 spells. They'll get spell charges, but no actual spells. Sometimes you end up getting your level 8 filled up on White Mage, Black Mage. That can cause problems if, say, Fast rolls at level 8. Yeah, it looks like Sunflash trying to get the White and the Black Mage killed off so the red characters can just focus on getting the XP from these dragons.
I wonder if we're going to move that red mage up. Yep. No, we're going to move the fighter up. Interesting. Fascinating.
Yeah, he wants to get both these people getting some XP. Ooh, out of heal pots, though.
That's fine. We just got to take a quick trip to the store, get 99 heal pots and a house, and we'll be good to go for our grind.
Yeah, head over to Elflane, call it good. Hitting up Melman beforehand, though, just to top off, just in case. Yep, and gonna go get the herb from Bahamut. Probably hope it's the tail. You know, it can be the tail. It's funny when it's the tail.
So Synpyro on the way out of Marsh. Right, this was the herb that turns into the key.
Yeah. Which means Sunflash just gonna have to dive ice. I don't know if he actually will until he has to, because, God, Ice Cave.
I mean, I wouldn't.
Yeah. If I don't have Warp, I really do not like Ice Cave.
Yeah.
Which I don't think we've actually seen yet either.
Oh.
Yeah, we haven't seen Warp yet.
So Synpyro gonna turn in the crown, get the cube. Probably gonna head for... If we're looking for the tail, we're headed for Ordeals next.
I'm thinking so. Right, let's see what the fairy gives us. And 4 pull plus 4. Alright, well, it's actually a viable sword.
Mm-hmm.
And Sunflash, gonna make the walk on down. I hate doing this walk unpromoted, but, you know, you're in the area, just take care of it.
Yep.
I mean, the worst it could be is the ribbon, and if that happens, you just reset back to the save.
Pretty much.
Right, Pyro getting the Royal Rubik's Cube, or former Royal? Yeah, I don't know. Kindly old Rubik's Cube.
It's the cube that you stick in the robot to make the teleporter work.
Alright, well, it's a ribbon. That's not fun to see, but it's still a ribbon.
Yeah, it's real hard to say no to those, especially in this flag set.
Yeah. Yeah, the scaling 80 to 180 does mean that, you know, sometimes the Fiend 2s can roll down, and sometimes you've got a 3600 HP Chaos breathing down your face with Nuclear and Nuke and Blaze and Swirl, and then you just got Sadness.
Mm-hmm. The Sunflash is going to be our first runner into Ordeals. Really hoping against hope that he doesn't have to do ice. Unfortunately, we know that he does.
Yeah. Ooh. Sandwiches, though, that's a fun one to see. All right, level 8 Ruse, level 8 Cure 4. Hate to see it.
And level 8 Heal 3. That is
Oh.
just... And level 8 Nuke and level 8 Warp. This is terrible.
You say terrible, I say beautiful.
No.
It's the same thing, honestly. It's terribly beautiful. Or beautiful terror, one of the two.
I want our runners to have fun, and magic is fun.
See, I like the audience to have fun. The runners also have fun, too. And you gave him level 1 Fade. This is fine. Sunflash, take a walking grind through Ordeals as well. I can deal with this.
So after the divergence we had a little early on, we have reconvened both runners inside Ordeals. And the tile on, I believe, the top floor is Mute Touch Slimes, which, uh-oh.
Yeah, it's this is fine. They seem to be hitting about as accurately as low-level black belt. So yeah, this is fine.
Oh, this is the link chest trap. Okay.
Yeah. And Pyro and Sunflash deciding to take a couple more of them. This is a little on the risky side. They are hitting a little hard when they hit, but they are pretty thin. And yes, to answer the question in chat, mute affects everything. You can't even drink potions when you're muted.
Yep.
I just look at it as this way. Mute removes your mouth temporarily.
Mm-hmm.
And your ability to swing sticks around.
It's like that scene in The Matrix that we all wish we forgot.
Yeah. The scene that you've seen and you can't unsee. Alright, so this Ordeals maze seems to just want to send people around. Ah, darn, it's not a fourth pillar maze. Not finding much good in Ordeal, though. Though, my god, those two are chunky. Like, upper 500 hit points already.
And we don't even have, like, viable levels.
Yeah. It's just a couple of giant meat walls walking around.
Mm-hmm. And there's our adamant. So what's left on the table? Is it just Rod and Tail? I think it's just Rod and Tail. One of them is leading. One of them is the adamant turn-in, or if it gives us like the fetch related to it.
Yeah.
So one of them is here, and the other is in Waterfall.
Yes. And yeah, the final looks like the final trap tile in Ordeals was the Bad Eye. Where Sunflash is going back in for those slimes.
Even knowing that they have mute touch, interesting. This is the bold strategy right here.
Yeah. See if this pays off or if it goes weird. And Pyro parking in the alternate parking spot and heading towards Onrak.
I mean, everybody else always parks in the other spot, so it's almost always going to be open.
Yeah, that's true, that's true. Hate seeing those low rolls on the slimes, because you know they have less than 200 hit points. And you roll like 80, and it's...
Thanks, Fade.
Yeah, I know, right? Nope, I guess they have more than 218 hit points.
And yeah, as chat points out, Zeus is not great here. It's better than Melee, but it's not great. Would be nice to have a Mage Stick, since Fire is the only element they're weak to. They resist everything else but time. But all we got's a Zeus Stick, so all we're using is a Zeus Stick.
Honestly, given the pitiful performance from the Zeus Bonk, I actually might even just swing with the fighter. You might get some crits. That's how I look at it.
With it being over 200 health, I think I agree.
Yeah, max roll out of that was 28 damage. Especially since they're mute touching, that's a chance to have the fighter just waste the turn. All right, and the robot gave the crystal.
So no information yet. Waterfall was garbage.
Yeah, I think I found more coins rummaging around through my couch.
And Sunflash has left Ordeals. I want to say there was an exit involved, but I didn't see for sure.
I think there was.
Okay.
I hope there was. We'll see.
Okay, chat confirming it was an exit.
All right, good.
Currently at level 26 with the 2-man.
Holy crap.
It's not bad.
Yeah, hey, those are some pretty thick walls there.
Still need that tail, though.
Yeah, we'll be seeing that picked up, or we'll be seeing the adamant turned in here very soon. And then we'll know who got the womp. Unfortunately, we know that the slab that Pyro just translated is going to turn into just a ribbon. Just a ribbon.
Only a ribbon. Oh.
Alright, well, there's the tail.
Alright, so Ordeals was the correct answer.
Waterfall is just sadness.
Sunflash picking up the key.
Yeah, and Sin Pyro did the merciful thing and killed the Hooray Dwarf, so he's not trapped in his one-word hell.
No, he's our friend. You pat him on the head 3 times, thus inheriting all of his luck.
Yes, but in the meantime, you don't see that he's crying and just sobbing while he's saying hooray, because that's all he can say.
All the Finnish people say is lupa. It's the same thing.
Well, that's because you don't understand him.
And you don't speak hooray.
Alright, there is the scuba gear for Sunflash. Does Sunflash remember that he has the adamant to turn in? Yes, yes he does.
Looks like yes. So Sin Pyro is promoted. Sunflash probably not going to be too far behind.
Yeah, Sunflash going to be able to entirely fade the Onrat continent because, hey, wait, this means that we've... Oh, no, wait. Sunflash hasn't picked up the loot out of ice yet.
Yep.
Oh, no.
Yep. I'm going to stop in Volcano to be really mad about the fact that we don't have a loot yet.
Probably going to go just absolutely murder. God, 600 hit points on both of the fighter and the red mage. This is just going to be a walk up to Carrie and go, hi, smack.
Yeah. Chat commenting on not promoting immediately, so looking at the magic that we would have access to that we could learn, life.
I think it's more that it would also allow the, allow the knight to swing that Vorpal. And since it is plus, that is, you know.
Right.
Yeah. It's at least something.
Right.
But Pyro has already promoted and swinging by Lefane, gonna be able to hit up the superstore and actually make use of it.
Mm-hmm.
Sunflash just hitting up the free chests, just hoping for something, you know, hoping to find a power bonk or something, but not doing too much digging. All right, life picked up on Sin's side for the knight, as well as wall, and level 3 just gets faded because whatever. Yep, White Wizard locked life 2. And X at level 8. I think that was another fighter behind Carrie.
I missed it. Fast and a Sun Sword Swing, 8 hits, 173. Fade goes out for 92. Thanks, Fade. Fade goes out for 300. That's better.
Well,
probably go for a cheeky Quad X, but we're going for the Temper instead. 2 fades for 270-ish, and a swing for 225. Down goes Carrie. Yeah, fighter. Okay.
All right, and Sunflash is making the right play now. He doesn't know it's the right play, but we do. The benefit of having the overarching knowledge. And it looks like Sinpyro's Twitch is automatically running a commercial right now, but our lovely streamer Dark Moon actually ran the thing to, well, avoid the commercials coming up. According to Softnum, who is our tracker for this evening, Sin is currently in Sky. Sunflash is just like, I'm not checking anything. I'm going. I don't like this place.
That's a good skill to have, knowing that, like, look, all I need is a stupid all I need is a stupid loot. Let me just give him a stupid loot, and everything will be stupid fine.
Yeah, this is fine. I'm just leave me alone. I just want to walk through here. All right, there we go. And Pyro is back from the commercial break and is looting the less than greater than. Yeah, the only thing I can think of is he's got to be hoping for Power Bonk.
Sunflash opting for a couple greed checks in here, gets a white shirt for the trouble.
Yeah, got real lucky on that white shirt. Not white shirt location, I should say.
Mm-hmm. And there's the loot.
All right, and it looks like Sunflash is making a beeline probably for the Cardia Isles. Then I'm expecting to see him head directly over towards the hell are you doing? Oh. Checking with the provisioner.
You gotta load up on houses and heal pots.
Yeah. All right, go hand in your paperwork. Get grown up. Where's Pyro in Sky hitting up CC's Gambit? Gonna check and see if there's anything local or anything good in there. In the weirdly enhanced trap treasure chest. Coral Fort. No, not really.
Nailed it.
Congratulations, Sunflash. You're adults. And one of the robots has stone poison. And the reason I say that one is weirdly enhanced is the flag that gives it better treasure is called Better Trap Treasure. It's meant to give all the chests that are, well, trapped chests, i.e. behind spike tiles, well, better treasure. For some reason, that one is also one of them. There's no trap tiles anywhere near it. The nearest one is the Q block trap tile, and yet it benefits from him.
I think it's one of those cases where if we actually did like all of the boxes that are actually behind tiles, that's just where all the like good gear in the game would land.
Yeah.
And it'd get a little too predictable.
True fact, true fact. But given that the enhanced treasure also includes stuff like the Were Sword, I don't know about that. No, I do have to admit, when you've got, the better trap, or the monster in a box with, the rare treasures in those, it's kind of funny fighting through a nice hard fight and getting a Were Sword.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, it's funny for the commentators in the audience, not so much for the players.
Here comes Sinpyro versus TO1. Looks like we're going for evasion and buffing strats. White shirt goes off, temper goes off. Incoming melee for 15 entire points of damage. I think we might be just fine on this fight. 7 hits for 240 out of that swing. Let's try just offense. Fade goes out, Vorpal goes out for 436, Ice 3. For 64 damage, down goes Tia 1. That was easy.
And to answer the question in chat, yes, the Were Sword does extra damage against man-cats, or the green ones. I can't remember if those are catmen or man-cats. It does extra damage against the green cats and the werewolves, and that's it. Nothing else is a quote-unquote were creature. Alright, Pyro making a beeline for Volcano. Just gonna run on through there and Raffle Stomp on Carrie. Because really, it's what Carrie deserves in this flag set. Remember,
Sunflash going for the greed checks on Sky 3, but not the better box.
It's a little strange, but, you know, it's not an uncommon thing. These ones are at least a little closer to out of the way. Getting away from the robots before whatever one of them drops the stone poison. Alright, man-cats. Those are the ones that are weak to the Were Sword. Hey, X-Cal!
Hooray! I mean, it's no Vorpal 4, but it's fine.
Better for everything except chaos. Very clingy frost wolves that don't want to let Sin Pyro go. Pyro, you've got enough. Just stop looting, please.
Sunflash v Tia 1. See if this one goes about as well as the other one did. We shifted our fighter down to the bottom slot, anticipating the worst. Incoming melee hits the Black Mage for 200 and does not take it down. Fast goes off. Vorpal, 7 hits, 187. Thanks, Vorpal.
Yeah, that's about what I expect out of the Vorpal most of the time. And we know that Sunflash is not going to be pulling that X-Cal because he's already done Volcano, and probably just going to be hitting up Canaria for heal pots, and then heading into Toph after this.
Melee strike, 8 hits, 554 out of that leveled knight.
Jesus. Levels, the solution to making stab better. The Pyro's going to be on their way into Topher here real soon too. Just got
both our runners hitting 2 orbs at the same time. Oh boy.
Yep. We want to see Topher doing Toph things, and let's see how it goes.
Sunflash stopping to pick up some heal pots real quick. Synpyro
Going for some
doing
magic.
the same.
Well, what? No, gonna go check for Pro Rings, Gold Cheerios. I don't know.
I'm looking for something.
All right, there's Life and Fade on that night.
I missed the number of charges. It can't be more than 2.
Yeah, I think probably only 2. All right, Sunflash touching down, 92 field pots. This is fine. Let's roll.
Question in chat, does intelligence not affect spell damage rolls? It does not. Due to how the original game is coded, intelligence does absolutely nothing. It's not referenced by anything. It's not referenced by any mechanic in the game.
Intelligence. It's there to take up space. Oh, Sleepy Badman. Great. And yes, Dark Moon, intelligence did nothing wrong. It also does nothing right.
True, intelligence did nothing.
Sunflash resetting out of the Sleepy Badman fight, because who wants to wait through a pack of, 8 Badmen casting sleep and not being able to run?
To clarify, a follow-up in chat, and for some reason it's unclear that it's a bug. Not a developer, but as I understand it, there's just no code in there to make it work. It's not like with Temper where the code was there but it accidentally was like set to off for whatever reason. Like the intelligence scaling just ain't there.
All right. Pyro taking the time to chat with StatBats, finding out that it looks like Carrie might have the cure for Chaos doesn't like to use magic. Tiamat will likely nuke you.
As is tradition.
Yeah. I also seem to think that seem to remember it saying Kraken will hit you a whole bunch of times, but
yeah.
I'm not gonna lie, I don't remember.
We're gonna file that under things I already knew.
Yeah. File that under yes, fire is hot. Oh, hey, more metal slimes. Let's just run.
So Sunflash makes it to the Lich 2 floor. Pyro about to take a Mudgall grind?
Okay.
Huh.
Using spell charges on it as well. That's real strange. Sorry, guys.
Well, that just tells me that this is the grind that we're taking for our party.
Yeah. All right, Sunflash, though, about to hit up that speed bump. All right, Sin making sure the chest is valid by finding the small amount of pocket change in the validation chest. Yeah, no, and Sin moving on after taking that little grindlet.
That is fascinating.
Oh, yeah.
I have questions. Meanwhile, Sunflash makes it through Speed Bump Mark II.
Yeah, no one's surprised. The stat bat said Lich, the speed bump really just had nothing. So, not surprised on that.
First boss of Topher Carry 2. What are we doing? We're going for fast white shirt. We only have 4 temper charges, so we're going to conserve them instead and go with a lock 2. 5 hits, 85. I mean...
Tickle.
Yeah. Incoming Lightning 2. That's the spell you really want to see on these fights.
Yeah, poor Lich gets no respect because poor Lich deserves no respect most of the time.
All of the time.
There is the rare time where Lich 2 demands respect, but it's real rare.
I've yet to see it.
And Carrie making sure that Black Mage doesn't have to actually do anything, very helpfully stopping it.
White shirt for more evasion. As we continue low power melee, 10 hits, 549. Carry 2 goes down. We're onto the Kraken floor.
Jesus Christ, that red mage with almost as much hit points as the knight.
That's big. Waters with Trance is going to slow down Sunflash's trip through this water floor a little bit. Sin Pyro makes it through Speed Bump Mark II, is on
a different part of the encounter table. May not run into these waters.
Casting Ice 3 and Fade to get through a lot of these trash encounters. Worth noting, Ice 3 is on the same level as Temper.
Yeah, this is... Sin's using a lot of resources here. All right, Sunflash gets away from those waters and continues his standard march down towards Kraken.
Sin Pyro is down to 3 Fade charges on the Red Mage. Goes with a fast there. Goes with a melee strike out of that Black Mage. White shirt for evasion. Incoming Lightning 2 does about the same numbers to him that it did to Sunflash. Single strike for 700 something damage, and down goes Carry 2.
Yeah, I think it was like 846 damage. Just X-Cal doing X-Cal things.
Meanwhile, Kraken 2, take it.
5 hits, 264. And of course, the buffs go off after the swing.
Mm-hmm.
Can't have buffs landing before the swing. Bye, White Mage. Eight hits, 335. Well, it's respectable damage. Could be better. Could be worse. And to respond to a question in chat asking if there is a buff to dark, there is a buff to dark flag. It is not on for this flag set, though. It makes dark actually work, and it makes dark a terrifying status. Oh boy, another large pack, but at least Sunflash was able to get away. Alright, fast, wall, white shirt, swing. Fast, wall, chomped. 5 hits, 111. Yeah, you might need to use some of those temper charges, precious as they are.
So, with the power on that night, Sin Pyro has caught up and is now on the same fiend as SunflashRune. I mean, roughly on this. We just gotta get through this first, but we're basically there.
Hi, Nuke! With the knight after the nuke still having enough hit points to survive another full nuke.
Mm-hmm.
And I just looked at it and went, lol. Alright, the fact that Sunflash used life on the White Mage instead of life 2, which is the only spell that he's got at level 5, is a little bit oops kind of thing.
Sunflash going for the healing strats as Sin Pyro is taking on Tia 2.
And it looked like Tia 2 also had nuclear. Oh boy, and Blaze. Bye, Black Mage.
That X-Cal 5 hits, 164. Not quite with the same horsepower it had on some of the other fights. Let's try that again. 6 hits, 473. Doesn't matter.
Better.
We've done enough damage. Down goes Tia 2. Both runners on the way to chaos.
Yep. Now, the big difference is SunflashRune has a bunch of temper casts still. Yes, move the ribbon.
No one would ever forget to do that.
Leaving the red wizard up as the primary meat wall because we know that black wizard is there just to cast fast and then fall over.
Pretty much. SunflashRune in first. Opening with temper, with fast. We moved away the white shirt. It went somewhere, but we've got wall cast, so we're going to wall up the red mage. Incoming melee, sleep touches the black mage. It's still there, but it's got to wait a little bit before it gets a turn. Sin Pyro entering the fight.
All right. Trying to actually get some tempers off. Going for wall on that night.
With some white shirt for evasion. Wall going off, white shirt going off. Temper going off. We are continuing to temper this fighter into orbit. Sin Pyro still got some temper casts left. A few more. Got about 4 more total charges of temper left for Sin Pyro.
Yeah, Blade of Meat. Go ahead.
Cast in this round. 7 hits for 142 going off. White shirt doing evasion charges. Meanwhile, SunflashRune loses the black mage.
The Blade of Meat shield served its purpose.
Opting for white shirt strats to try and get evasion for the party, taking a brief break from damage, giving Sin Pyro a chance to catch up. White shirts going off, lock 2 going off, incoming melee strikes for 105, X-Cal swing, 6 hits, 478. Sunflash figuring out what to do with a turn, getting some indecision, still going on defensive strats as Sin Pyro goes. Oops, all gas, fade for 148, fade for 149. Incoming melee sleeps the red mage, yet more temper on that knight who swings. 3 hits, 247. Not the hit we were looking to see, but the fades supplement the bad damage.
You might want to toss out a lock too, I think, but...
Meanwhile, SunflashRune Gets in, fade for 308, down goes Chaos. Sin Pyro, 8 hits, 561, down goes Chaos.
Sweet Christmas.
In first place, SunflashRune, time 102.52. Second place, Sin Pyro, 102.58. Difference of 6 seconds.
Get your GGs out and chat for both of them. That was a really nice fight set.
And we're joined in the booth by both our runners. We got SunflashRune and we got Sin Pyro. How y'all doing?
What a fantastic question. How are we doing, Sunflash?
I'm still shaking. I don't know about you.
Well, let's just say that I have had some really close races, but I have never had a race come down to 6
Yeah, that
seconds.
was a real close one.
Sure, Merry Christmas. I'm glad I'm not wearing my smartwatch. I'm sure it'd just be calling all the EMS for me at the heart rate.
Well, I will say that for me, it is fortunate that I'm wearing my brown pants.
Oh, Jiminy Christmas.
Yeah, so that was a seed. I'm pretty sure for me, I mean, I'm not taking anything away from Sunflash. You raced a hell of a race, but I'm pretty sure for me, it all came down to the fact that I got kicked out of ice twice, and I had a little bit of menu forgetfulness on the chaos fight.
Not entirely, because Sunflash, why don't you tell Pyro about your Marsh experience?
Hey, I like Marsh. I'm transitioning to a Never Marsh character at this point. That was... I thought it was about 4 or so bounces out of Marsh, but the more I think on it, the more I'm thinking that had to be upwards of 6 or more before I finally gave in the towel. It kept teasing me. It made me think that I was going to be able to get all the way in and then all the way out, and it said no.
Yeah, I didn't touch Marsh until after I got the airship. But seeing that floater for 20K in Crescent Lake, when up to that point it was a pretty poverty seed, was kind of depressing.
Well, so I bounced out of Marsh enough times that I finally went, okay, I legitimately cannot do this, no matter how I manipulate the table. So I left and walked back over to Elf and saw Exit sitting in level 4 just out of money reach. Like I think I was 1,000 or so short to buy at one time, and I was like, okay, I guess I'm going to go all the way over to Volcano and dive for money. And then I dove into so I stopped at Crescent first and saw the floater, and I went, okay, I know what I'm buying first. Let's hope I can find some money or something to beat up. And I managed to beat up the Wiz Mummy pack enough times to do both, so yay.
Yeah, that was pretty much what I did. As soon as I saw that floater, I went to Volcano first, then I went to Ice. Ice was being a pain. Actually, was Ice being a pain for me?
No, you hit Ice.
I'm having seed bleed. I don't know.
Oh, wait. Yeah.
Ice was a pain for you. Frost Giants.
Yes. Oh, yes, the giant tile with frost. Oh, yes.
Yeah, and that you went to Ice Cave before you picked up the floater was a little odd.
Well, I was still looking for money.
Oh, okay. I didn't do it then.
Yeah, I mean, as soon as I was finally able to walk out of Ice, I went straight to Crescent Lake, sold off the Opal armor, and I was like, get in my airship.
Yeah, there's a fair cop.
But yeah, that was a hell of a race.
That was. I don't want to do that again, but that was fun.
Yeah, but even the Blursings were pretty tame too, comparatively.
Yeah.
So I was like, as soon as I saw Blursings, I was like, okay, Fighter Rainbow for me. Just went with it.
That's what I did.
Yeah. I think the really big difference was that Sunflash took a dual grind to get the fighter and the red wizard up to absurd hit points.
Where did you get your grind at?
So the first trap tile in Ordeals, the one with the single chest, was a whole bunch of metal slimes.
Oh, okay.
And I honestly only ended up doing a two-character grind there simply because I didn't think I could make it out. I had no heals. I didn't have any way to heal after a grind, even if I could kill them solo with the fighter. And there was one of those, okay, I'm just going to go ahead and get both of them up. Those things were heftier than I thought, so...
Yeah, I took a couple of trap tiles that weren't very impressive. I did a little bit of a walking grind through Ordeals because Zombles. Who's not gonna take down Zombles? Especially when you have level 1 fades. And then
exactly.
By the time I get my 2 orbs lit, if I haven't found a decent tile, I'll just go straight to Topher and do a walking grind.
Right.
Which is what I was doing. I saw the chat. I saw the chat being like, "Yeah, Pyro's gonna miss all them temper charges." Guys, girls, non-binaries, I had plenty of temper charges.
I could not use up my tempers in Chaos. I saved everything until Chaos. And
I was kind of half keeping track of my temper charges, but when I hit my last temper charge on the Black Wizard on Chaos, that's when I got a little pause there. So I was like, well, what am I going to do with the Black Mage now?
The Blade of Meat Shield.
Yeah, pretty much. That's why I put him on top.
I ended up, I know I was a little over defensive, but whenever I entered, by the time I got to Chaos, I've been watching the race room the whole time, and you still hadn't dot done. And I'm like, okay, either he's about to dot done any second, or I screw up and just, wipe. So I'm going to make sure I don't wipe so I can at least finish this run. And so was not as fast as I could have been on Chaos, but I didn't die either. So, I mean...
Well, for my part, I actually took a second before entering Topher. I took a second to check all the bats because I wanted to make sure I wasn't going to run into anything nasty. They were all, and as far as I could tell, all the fiends except for Tia had weak armor. Tia had nuclear. Kraken 2 had Cure 4, and Chaos was just like, likes to punch. I'm like, okay, I can get through this just fine.
Yeah, Tia 2 also had a nuke in her spell list.
I did not see the nuke, I just saw the nuclear.
Oh, I saw the nuke and I didn't see the nuclear, so... Jeez.
Thank you for big blessings.
Right? Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and dip out, guys. I've got to reset before I have my second race. I think right here, isn't it?
Yep, in about an hour, 50 minutes.
Sunflash, before you go, GG's on the race, and good luck in the rest of the tournament. Like I said in my last race, this is unfortunately my last race for the tournament. So.
Okay, well, GG, and that was fun.
yeah, that was a heck of a way to end it for me. That's for sure.
All right, I'll catch everyone else later. See ya.
Whew.
All right. Well, go ahead, Fizzle. I'll let you talk about it. I've been doing a lot of talking, and I got more to do after this.
Oh, I was just going to say, I think then we could just shuffle this along the final thoughts. That sounded like Sunflash's final thoughts we got. Synpyro, do you have any other final thoughts you want to give?
Just thank you, Hate Fizzleby, for doing the commentary, making us sound good. Dark Moon for the restream. Softnum for the tracking, making sure he's keeping y'all honest. And I just want to say good luck to all the rest of the participants in the tournament. This was actually more fun than I was expecting it to be. So, especially when finishing off with a close race like this. But yeah, I mean, little shameless self-promotion. If you want to follow me, it's twitch.tv/sin, S-I-N, not S-Y-N, sin_pyro.
Awkward cough. All right, and
Was
wanna
that an
give a
awkward
big-
cough from me or something?
and I want to give a big shout out to Dark Moon for restreaming, Soft Numb for tracking, Hate for joining me in the booth. This was great. Stick around. In right about 50 minutes, we are going to have SunflashRune v Krellin. It's going to be great. For all of us here at the Final Fantasy Randomizer community, we will see you shortly. Have a good night, everyone.